Hi, this is Michael, and today I want to discuss with you the similarity between Dune Part 2 and Avatar 1. And I don't know if you have noticed it, but there's like a striking similarity between both movies. Yeah? And what I do is, or part of what I do is, I like finding patterns and bringing things together other people don't see a connection with. Yeah? And so I watched Dune Part 2 last weekend and I slept over it, and the next morning I woke up and I thought, oh, this is something I have seen in a similar way before. And then I thought about it, and then I came up and I thought, yeah, Avatar 1 is basically the same story. And I show you the similarity. Yeah, and maybe you're interested in it because it's really, really striking. Okay, let's start. The first thing is, both are pretty hostile planets, yeah, but they have like a valuable resource, yeah. And so in Dune we mine spice, and in Avatar we mine something called unobtainium. And the protagonist here is Paul, and here it's Jake, and both have like a strong mother figure, yeah. In Paul has Lady Jessica, he lost his father, and Jake lost his brother, and Dr. Augustine is kind of like the mother figure for him. And then they have to deal with a couple of ordeals or initiations. I marked them in red. And the first one is they have to go alone, yeah? And Paul in the desert and is saved by Chani, and Jake into the woods and he's saved by Neytiri, yeah? Chani from the Fremen and Neytiri from the Na'vi, yeah? From the local population. And the next test they have to pass, the next ordeal is Paul has to ride the sandworm and Jake has to ride the Icrane. Icranes are these like dragon-like flying things in this movie. And then comes the compression point of the movie, yeah, and it's the attack of their home world, of their home, yeah, where the tribe resides, yeah. And here the Harkonnens attack the Siege Tabar and bomb it until it melts. And here the humans attack the home tree and bomb it until the tree falls. Yeah, both very dramatic. And that drives our protagonist, yeah, to become the leader and unite the tribes. And what Paul needs to do for that, he drinks the water of life, risks his life, and becomes the liaison al-Gaib. And what Jake does is he tames the Turuk, which is like the biggest dragon, and becomes the Turuk Maktor, which means the rider of the dragon. And they both unite the tribe and win the battle. And the end of the battle is the final duel. And here it's about Fate versus Paul in the presence of Chani. And here it's the Colonel versus Neytiri and Jake. Yeah? And there are lots of more similarities. Yeah? I could easily go on like for another hour, yeah, telling you similarities here. But it's really amazing once you see it, how similar the storyline is. And that leads me to 2 points. The first point is someone who has like the technical capabilities of doing that once the footage is out would be really interesting to see like a side-by-side comparison how Villeneuve did it and how James Cameron did it, you know, how they approach these different elements, yeah, because they're really interesting things to see, yeah. And the other even more interesting question I think is there are lots of different types of hero journeys. I mean, think Lord of the Ring or think Parsifal, think, you know, the whole like Star Wars universe, yeah? There are different kinds of hero journeys. And the interesting question is, why is this particular hero journey so successful? Because Avatar is the highest grossing movie of all times, and I'm pretty sure Dune Part 2 will be among the top 10 easy. And so there must be something in it that resonates deeply with us, that we make as consumers, yeah, as visitors, watchers of this movie, makes it so successful. And I haven't found an answer to that yet, but I think that's an interesting question to discuss, yeah. What is it that makes it so successful? Okay, this is Michael Making Sense. Goodbye.